UFC Early Access has just launched and EA had completely revamped the takedown mechanics. Now, the game doesn't really do a good job of making it clear how many options are available to you when it comes to denying and reversing takedowns, so I'm going to share with you a few of the things I've learned in my short time with the game. Before we get into how to deny takedowns, I'm going to quickly walk you through how to actually initiate them. To do a double leg, you need to hold L2 and press square. A single leg is L2 and triangle, and to do power takedowns, which basically allow you to lift your opponent in the air and slam them down, you need to hold L2 and L1 while pressing either square or triangle, depending on if you want a single leg or a double leg. Bear in mind, these controls are actually for the orthodox stance, so if you're in southpaw, everything's going to be flipped. In southpaw, for example, you'll need to press square for a single leg rather than triangle. The most basic way to deny a takedown is to hold L2 and R2 as your opponent is coming in. When you do this, it will put you in the dominant position in the clinch. Another option available to you is to reverse the takedown completely, which will put you in a dominant position on the ground. You do this by holding L2, R2 and R1 as the opponent comes in for the takedown. In my experience, it either puts you in half guard or side control. I'm not entirely sure what determines whether you go into half guard or side control, but I'm assuming it's either the timing of your block or your fighter's ground game stats. The last thing I'm going to teach you is late takedown denials, and I'm going to slow the footage on screen down a little bit so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. In an actual fight, you're not always going to get the timing perfect when denying the takedown because you might be throwing a strike or something when the opponent comes in. If you hold L2 and R2 a little bit too late, your opponent's going to grab onto you and start driving you back. Now, while he's driving you, he's either going to swivel you towards the camera or away from the camera. If he swivels your back towards the camera while holding the triggers, you need to push the left stick down. If he swivels your back away from the camera while holding the triggers, you need to push the left stick up. Now, in the clip I've shown you, my fighter goes to the floor and then immediately pops back up. I think that's just because I pushed the left stick down a little bit too late. If your timing's better than mine, then it will put you in the dominant position in the clinch, just like that first basic pre-denial I showed you. This is definitely the most difficult denial, so I'd recommend practicing it offline. If you found anything in this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like. I'm planning on making a video about the changes made to the clinch and the changes made to the ground game. If there's anything else you'd like to see, comment down below. Thank you very much for watching.